So today we are going to discuss fund flow statement. So what do you mean by fund flow statement? Fund flow statement is a method by which we study the change in the financial position of a business enterprise between the beginning and the ending financial statements dates. Means when the business started and in the end, what are the changes that the business has faced, and the statement will show the sources of the use of the fund for a particular period of time. For that year they are going to show you where they have applied or used the fund which they have collected through the capital or by raising the shares or anything. So the definition given by the Falk: a statement of source and application of fund is a technical device designed to analyze the change in the financial condition of a business enterprise between the two dates. There are some other definitions given by the words of Anthony, ICWA, and many others. We are calling the fund flow statement with many other various names, that is, statement of change in financial position, sources and use of fund, summary of financial operations, where come in and where go out statement, where gone statements, movement of working capital statement, movement of fund flow statement, fund received and disbursed statement, funds generated and expended statement, sources of increase and application of decrease fund statement, etc. So these are the various names given to fund flow statement. They can be given, they are in some of these ways. So now we will study the use and significance and importance of fund flow statement. You can say uses or the importance or the significance. All three are the same over here. There is a chart for this use of fund flow statement. The first one is, starting from here, help in analysis of financial statement, which helps in analyzing the financial statement of business for a particular period of time, or you can say that where the company has utilized his funds. The second one is throws light on the perplexing questions. There are some of the questions. First, help in analysis of financial statement. The second one is throw light on many perplexing questions of general interest which otherwise may be difficult to answer, such as why were the net current assets lesser in spite of higher profit and vice versa. Second, why more dividends could not be declared in spite of available profit. Next, how was it possible to distribute more dividends than the present earning? What happened to the net profit? Where did they go? And many some other kind of questions like, and some other remaining over here. The third one, that is helps in the formulation of dividend policy. So it helps in the formulation of dividend policy. So over here fund flow statement helps in giving the accurate or exact policy how you are going to divide the dividends according to the shareholders or to the persons or to the employees. The next one is fifth one, acts a future guide. So the fourth one, it helps in proper allocation of resources. So over here the fund flow statement, the resources of concern are always limited and it wants to make the best use of these resources. So with the help of fund flow statement, the person can know how they are going to use the resources in their best way, and it will help in making the managerial decision for the firm as well. The firm can play the development of its resources and allocate them among various applications. The next one is acts as future guide. So over here it acts as a future guide. It helps the fund flow statement helps in taking the guide for future to the management. He can know the various problem he is going to face in future, and for what thing they want the funds. The firm needs funds can be projected well in advance, and also the timing of these needs. The firm can arrange to finance these needs more efficiently and effectively and avoid the future problems over here. with the help, all these things can be done with the help of financial, that is fund flow statement only. So the next one comes help appraising the use of working capital. So it help in appraising the use of working capital, explaining how efficiently the management has used its working capital, and also suggest ways to improve working capital position of a firm. And the last one is helps knowing the credit worthiness. So it helps in knowing the overall credit worthiness of firm. Suppose if a firm require any kind of loan from any of the banks, like Industrial Development Corporation, Industrial Financial Corporation of India, Industrial Development Bank of India, so they require the fund flow statement whether the company can pay back to the bank or not. For those reasons, the fund flow statement has been prepared. So indirectly it is a record that how much profit they are earning for a particular period, and whether they are credit worthiness and paying capacity of the firm. They see whether the capacity of the firm is they are capable of paying or not. So there are some of the limitation. It should be remembered that a fund flow statement is not substitute of an income statement or balance sheet. It provides only some additional information as regarding change in the working capital. It can't reveal continuous changes. It is not an original statement but simply an arrangement of data given in financial statement. It is essentially heuristic in nature, and projected fund flow statement cannot be prepared with much accuracy. Change in the cash are more important relevant for the financial management than working capital. So here is the procedure for preparing a fund flow statement. So there are two procedures of preparing fund flow statement, that is statement of schedule or schedule of change in working capital, and second one statement of sources and application of funds. The first one, statement or schedule of change in working capital, means working capital equal to current asset minus current liability. Over here what they are going to do, they are going to compare 2 years balance sheet, and they are going to see whether this year is more, or the previous year they were earning the profit, it was more, or the current asset are more for this year or the previous year. Like this they are going to compare 2-year balance sheets. So the format for this is like this. So here is one example over here. See, they have given you prepare a statement of change in working capital from the following balance sheet of Manjeet and Company Limited. So they have given you 2 years, that is 2012 and 2013. So always take the base year first, then always take the base year, then take the current year. So the first one, they have given you all the kind of information: equity and liabilities, current liabilities, assets, non-current and current assets, everything they have given you. So again you are going to copy the format, make the format, then you are going to write the current asset, that is cash, that is 30,000. See, they have given you first, they have taken the base year, that is 2012, and 2013, that is the current year. So you are going to write the 2 years amount, that is for the current year what they have given. Current year, the first one is cash. So over here, that is cash, the amount is 30,000 for 2012 and 10,000 for 2013. So they have you have written like this, 30 and 10. So beside this you are going to write whether there is an increase or decrease in the current assets. So this first one is increase, second one is decrease. So the 2012 it was 30 and 2030 it was 10. So it has been reduced 20,000. So instead of writing in increase, you are going to write it in decrease. The next one, account receivables. Again, account receivable, what is the amount? 70 and 1,40,000, that is 70 and 1,40,000. So there is an increase of 70,000 over here in account receivables. So the same thing you are going to follow for all these things. And then say like stock in trade, 1,50,000 and 2,25,000. So there is an increase, you are going to write it on this side. If there is a decrease, you are going to write it on this side. After adding the current assets, you are going to calculate the current liabilities, and then you are going to add these two as well. for both the years you're going to add. After that, working capital, that is CA, that is current asset total minus current liabilities total, that is CA minus CL, that is 3,30,000 minus 2,60,000. The 70,000 you're going to write it over here. Again 4,65,000 minus 3,15,000, 1,50,000. Then you are going to compare these two. After comparing current assets equal to current liabilities of 2012 and 2013, after taking the amount, you are going to see for which year it has been increased or decreased. For the 2012 it was 70, and for 2013 it is 1,50,000. So it has been increased by 80,000. So net increase in working capital is 80,000. After this you are going to total them and you are going to write it. For the same over here, an increase you are going to total and in decrease you are going to total. So these two should be tallied, and the remaining this amount you are going to write it over here in the decreased because it has been decreased. There is no amount, that's why you are going to tally these two and you are going to write the amount which side it is less. So the second point is statement of sources and application of fund. The fund flow statement is statement which indicate various sources from which funds, that is working capital, have been obtained during a certain period and use or application to which these funds have been put during that period. Generally, this statement is prepared in two formats, that is report format and T form, or an account from or self-balancing type. So this is a specimen of report form of fund flow statement. So this is a specimen of fund flow statement, and that was a specimen of working capital. So the sources of fund from operation, issue of share capital, raising of long-term loans, receipts, then sales, non-trading, sales of, you need to learn all these things. Till over here it is a format of report type. Second, the T format, it is like this. You need to learn both the sides which are coming on the source side and which are coming on the application side.